Here's Cairo Santos now ready to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field.
Pulls it in at the 13. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. Commanding the offense will be the 7th overall pick of the 2018 draft. It's Josh Allen.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. Allen. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now Allen. It's complete to Diggs.
And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They bring pressure there on 3rd down, but this is a nice job of picking it up and making sure their guy has time to deliver the football. And they wind up getting the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
They run for the first time with James Cook.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Again, it's Cook. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
That is complete downfield to Knox.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
On the slant, he's got Davis. And the Bills are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Cook will take this over the line. Touchdown, Buffalo. They got to love that. 9-play drive results in 6 points.
That means they're doing the dictating. That means that they've described how the game's going to go. They're playing at their tempo, at their pace. If you're on the other side of the ball, if you're playing defense, defense is not methodical. They've got to go in there and shake things up and create a little havoc.
Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt.
And it's 7-0 Buffalo. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all.
And it was James Cook capping all of that off with a touchdown run. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
So here are the Bears now for their opening drive.
They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
That's complete to Mooney.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that will bring up second down.
Now it's Fields. Throw left side, taken in by Claypool. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Well, they obviously red man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Burke?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
They'll run. This is Khalil Herbert. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Another carry for Herbert on second down.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in, 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot. The Bills bring out a couple of extra defensive backs to defend this 3rd down play.
Yeah, they're going dime.
Off play action, Fields.
He's going to look deep down the field and unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I see what they were trying to do there, trying to find some dead space in the middle of the field and take their shot right there. A really good idea, but it winds up incomplete.
4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill.
And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice run defense presented there, and what I mean by that is discipline. Guys filling the right gaps in the right holes, no one over pursuing, and making a very nice play.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. To throw, it's Allen. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Bills with a football as we start quarter number 2. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Allen. Got it complete to Khalil Shakir. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook.
And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Caught right side. Davis. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Partney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you say, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Here's Allen. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Left side caught by Diggs.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 36.
Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He'll find Diggs once more on the completion.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
Not only was it a double move route, it was the dreaded post corner for any defensive back because you think that he's going all the way to the post in a deep route, and then he breaks it off to the corner. That's hard to flip your hips and get there.
Well, he didn't flip him in time. Big play.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Cook up the gut. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Allen going to throw. And Diggs has it. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
The Bills on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 2. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
A lot depended on the spot there, and he got it. But it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the first down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much. They'll run with Cook, and he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. James Cook with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bills go up by 2 touchdowns.
Well, fair to say they've got something here in this rookie running back, and he's in for the 2nd time in the ball game.
And, Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition at that spot. But he's proven to them that he wants to be the bell cow guy that his franchise can rely on.
Bass on for the extra point.
And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drive, 12 plays in length.
And it was James Cook capping all of that off with a touchdown run. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
Now Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney.
2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. Second and 8. Here's Fields. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Fields now to throw.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes the Bears punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. A little juke. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them. Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Allen. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Only able to gain a couple there, and it's second down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
From just shy of midfield, Allen.
He'll find Gabriel Davis, and he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Allen to throw it. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Allen now looks to throw.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To the air, Allen. Flushed out right. And he gets it down to the 32. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
So on fourth down, out is Tyler Bass in the Buffalo field goal unit.
This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game. So it's an empty possession there, and you'd have to say it's not like him to come up short on a kick like that.
Yeah, and it's real easy for me to say this, but anything in the 40 to 49-yard range should be pretty automatic for an NFL kicker, especially in terms of at least getting it there. So you're right. That is a surprise that this would come up short.
The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
To throw is Fields.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Three yards remain for second down. Fields.
Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
About that time. I'm back to one, boys. Let's go.
Fields on first down. Dropping this underneath with Herbert. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
That'll give them 8 that time, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime.
Sorry, Coach. We'll catch up with you after the game. We're going to skip through halftime here and headed back to the field for the third quarter.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half.
This is taken just shy of the 10. The Bears offense set to go to begin the third quarter. As they begin their second half here, Charles, offensively, not where they want to be. Obviously, they're losing in this ball game, but very much within striking distance. We'll see what adjustments they make in the second half.
Is that the old glass half full, half empty type of a deal? And which way do you want to look at it? Because you're right, they're down on the scoreboard, but they're definitely opportunities now. Because if they want to go ahead and get going in this one, get back to the running game. I think there are going to be some places to go with it, and I think the offensive line will appreciate the chance to fire out and hit people.
That's a good point because they virtually had nothing going in the ground game in that first half.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Fields.
Dancing to his left.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 22 yards there, a first down.
And that play was all about timing between the quarterback and his tight end, because the ball's got to be released with a little bit of float to it so he can run under it. Lays it out there for him. You know what else is involved? Trust that he's going to separate from the defender and have a chance to get the football, and he does exactly that and gets out of bounds with a first down.
Now a first down throw, Fields. And again, back to Komet.
And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
To the air again, Fields.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Moore. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
2nd and 2. Here's a give to Herbert.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On the option right is Fields.
Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 9 yards on the first down keeper, and it's 2nd and 1.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Ball at the 8 here for 2nd and a yard, maybe a touch less. Now it's Fields. He'll get that complete to Khalil Herbert. And the Bears are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
Out of the gun, Fields.
Looking in zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows of throwing the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
Let's go, man. Let's go. Let's go now.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Foreman. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way.
It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
This is 3rd and goal. Still looking for the first points of the game.
Here's Fields.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown.
Chase Claypool
From 8 yards out.
And the Bears have cut it back within a score.
That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Santos with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive.
And it was finished off by the Chase Claypool touchdown catch.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Up the middle, it's Cook. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Throwing is Allen on third. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away.
Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the Bears take over.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Throwing again on second down. Fields flush to his right. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
Let's go. Let's do this, man.
Operating from the gun. Fields.
A throw left side taken in by Kmet. And he will have the Bears first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
Three quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. That's complete to Mooney. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
This is Herbert.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
2nd down and 8. They'll go again with Herbert.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Fields. He sets to fire deep. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Fourth down. Fields has to have this one. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he is going to have the Bears first down on a well-designed play there. That gets them 16 to move the chains.
Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
Rolling to his right. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Herbert. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Let's go now, let's go. You ready to go?
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Fields.
That's complete to his running back, Herbert.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. So pin that one on the rookie right tackle.
Remember those days when the right side was simply the run-blocking side? Now you're dealing with some of the better pass rushers in the league. It'll make you a little jittery.
Escaping the pressure right. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Justin Fields
taking it in from 11 yards out.
And the Bears are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? But I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So that drive spans 13 plays.
And it was all capped off by the Justin Fields touchdown run. He took it in himself.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Major used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the fourth quarter. Fields throw complete there to St. Brown.
And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
On 1st down, Fields. Over the middle, that's caught by Claypool.
So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back.
2nd and 3 from the 9.
They face a 2nd down, but they are in field goal range. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Oh, why are we doing this?
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Herbert.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. Santos' kick is up and through, and they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes.
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the fourth quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away.
Taken from about the 12. And able to get this out to the 25.
Allen and the Bills now. Down 17-14. 80 seconds remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down.
Allen.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
I like what they did there, still keeping their tight ends involved. They understand it's not quite Hail Mary time just yet.
Allen trying to hurry everybody up to the line of scrimmage.
Here's Allen. That's complete. It's Cook.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Counting down at 30 seconds remaining. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Now Allen. Right back to Cook for another completion. And not a whole lot there. Maybe 3 yards on first down.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up second down.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Let's go, man.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
Let's do this, man. Let's do it, man. Show 'em what you got.
2nd and 7. Throwing is Allen.
Over the middle, complete. It's Cook. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3.
A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.